you complain today? About being tired? About waking up at 3 a.m. to a crying baby when all you wanted was to sleep for just one more hour? I see you. I was you. I'm 30 years old. I'm talking to you from my hospital room. The doctors say I have a few weeks left, maybe. My son Leo is 4 months old. He's at home. He will have no memory of me, not a single one. And I would give all of my remaining seconds for just one of your exhausting, messy, sleepless nights. I need to tell you what you're taking for granted. I have to. Because you're running out of time too. You just don't have a clock on the wall telling you so. This morning, I was scrolling on my phone, looking at a mom's group online. It's a habit. A woman posted a picture of her beautiful, healthy baby with the caption, "I would literally give anything for a full night's sleep. This baby is draining the life out of me." I just stared at that sentence. Draining the life out of me, and I whispered to this empty room, "No, you wouldn't give anything." You have no idea what anything means. I do. It means watching your son on a video call because you can't hold him. Last night, my husband, Mark, held up his phone so I could see Leo. He was making these little gurgling sounds, and his eyes were so wide. I just smiled, trying to burn that image into my brain. But my arms ached. They physically ached from how badly I wanted to reach through the screen and just hold him. That's a pain no medicine can touch. You complain about the crying. I would give my life to be the one who could make it stop. You complain about the endless diaper changes. I would give anything to be doing something so normal, so beautifully mundane. These aren't chores you have to get through. They are the whole point. They are the moments that build a life. Before Leo, I had a career. I had ambition. I would wake up at 5 a.m. for conference calls and think it was important. I thought building a career was building a life. I see now so clearly how wrong I was. The exhaustion you feel isn't a burden. It's the proof that you are present. It is a gift. Mark sent me a video this morning. Leo was crying. That frantic, desperate cry they have. And then Mark picked him up, and the crying just stopped. Instantly. He sent it to make me smile, but it shattered my heart. Because I wanted to be the one to soothe him. That is my only job now, and I can't even do it. So, I have to ask you, what did you complain about today? What tiny, exhausting, beautiful moment did you wish away without even realizing it was a miracle? My husband Mark visited yesterday. He brought a small stack of things from home, trying to make this sterile room feel less like a final destination. In the middle of the stack was Leo's baby book. It's blue, with a cartoon whale on the cover. We bought it together months ago, dreaming about all the firsts we would fill it with. He thought it would make me happy to see it. He was trying so hard. We opened it to the first page, Leo's birth. My handwriting is there, a bit shaky from the drugs, but it's mine. Wait, 7 pounds 2 ounces. Time 4:16 a.m. I remember writing that right here in this hospital, just in a different wing. The maternity ward. It felt like the beginning of the whole world. I traced my own writing with my finger, and for a second, I could almost feel the hope from that day. Then Mark, with that careful, gentle way he has now, turned the page. The heading at the top read, "My first smile." And below it, nothing. Just empty lines. An empty box where a picture was supposed to go. The whole room went silent. The only sound was the beep of the machine next to me. The future we had planned for, right there, summed up in a blank white page. It was so much louder than a scream. He didn't have to say anything. I saw his shoulders start to shake, just a little. He tried to hide it, turning his head toward the window, but I saw him wipe a tear away. That's what breaks you. It's not your own fear. It's seeing the heart of the person you love just shatter in front of you, and knowing you're the cause. And in that moment, watching him, the real truth of this whole thing hit me. It's not just that I'm going to be gone. It's that I'm going to be a story. A collection of photographs and anecdotes told by other people. Leo will never have a memory that is just his and mine. He will only have what Mark tells him. My part in his life is already over. You see, memory isn't built on vacations or big staged moments. That's what we tell ourselves to feel better about being busy. The real currency of memory is the small stuff. The thousands of times you rock them to sleep, the scent of their hair, the way they grab your finger. Each one of those moments is a coin you deposit in their memory bank. My bank account for Leo is empty. You get to make those deposits every single day. The 3 a.m. feeding isn't a chore. It's a deposit. The story you read for the 10th time isn't a frustration. It's a deposit. Cleaning up the mashed peas they threw on the floor is a deposit. You're not just getting through the day. You are building the person they will remember when they think of Mom. You are building their past. So you have to ask yourself, what did you deposit today? Or did you just complain about the transaction fee? My husband, Mark, is the bravest person I know. He comes in here every day and pretends. He pretends we're just in a rough patch, that he's just tired from taking care of a newborn. A month ago, at home, he set up a camera in the nursery. He told me it was so I could always see Leo, even when I was resting in our bedroom. His voice was so full of hope then. It was an act of love, a piece of technology meant to bridge a small distance. Now, that same camera bridges an impossible one. He was here 2 days ago, in this room. He was quiet, just scrolling on his phone. I could see from the corner of my eye that he was reading some parenting blog. Something about sleep training methods and schedules. He let out this long, slow sigh, the kind that carries more weight than a whole conversation. He didn't think I noticed, but I notice everything now. I watch him more than I watch the clock. Then he looked at me, his eyes tired and red-rimmed. He tried to smile, but it didn't reach them. He said, "I just don't know how I'm going to do this alone." The words just hung there in the air, in the space between the beeping machines. It wasn't an accusation, it was a confession. It was the first time he said the quiet part out loud, the after part, the part where he is a single father and I am a photograph on the wall. Hearing him say it was worse than any diagnosis, because it made it real in a way my own body couldn't. My fight was over, but his was just beginning, and I couldn't do anything to help. I'm the source of his biggest problem, and the one person who is supposed to be his partner in solving it. That's the real cruelty. You become the wound in the person you love most. The baby monitor sits on my nightstand now. It's always on. That camera he installed is my only window into the life I was supposed to have. It was supposed to be a tool for connection, a way for me to feel like I was there. But it does the opposite. It just broadcasts my absence in high definition, 24 hours a day. It's a constant, silent scream telling me where I am not. I watch him on that little screen. I see him warming up a bottle in the kitchen at 3 a.m., his shoulders slumped. I see him trying to fold tiny laundry in the living room, a task we were supposed to complain about together. These are the moments, not the vacations, not the birthdays, the quiet, thankless, invisible work of a Tuesday. He is building a life, and I am a spectator. You don't realize that a relationship isn't built on the big conversations. It's built in the silence, the comfortable, shared silence of two people in a room, living their lives alongside each other. Mark and I don't have that anymore. Our silence is heavy now. It's filled with everything he can't say and everything I can't do. I'm a ghost in my own home. And that's the scale of it. It's not just that my voice will be gone. It's that the entire conversation stops. The back and forth, the little jokes, the can you grab the, it all vanishes. He will talk, and there will only be an echo. You think the tragedy is dying. The real tragedy is the silence you leave behind. A silence that someone you love has to live in every single day. It happened last Tuesday, around 2 a.m. I was awake, of course. Sleep doesn't really come anymore. I was just watching the little screen next to my bed, the one that shows me the nursery. It's my favorite movie and my worst nightmare, all at once, playing on a loop. I just wait for something to happen. Leo started crying. Not his hungry cry, but that frustrated, lonely wail. I saw the door to his room open on the monitor, and Mark walked in. I felt that usual pang, the sharp jealousy that he got to be the one to go to him. I waited for the familiar motion of him leaning over the crib, his strong arms lifting our son into an embrace that would make everything okay. It's a scene I've watched a dozen times before. I expected him to pick Leo up. That's what we always did. That's what you do. When the baby cries, you hold him. You offer comfort first. That was our unspoken rule, our shared instinct. I watched him walk to the crib, his silhouette dark against the nightlight, and I was just waiting for the crying to stop. Waiting for that moment of peace that comes when a parent holds their child. I was ready to feel that secondhand relief, but he didn't. He just stood there. He pulled out his phone, and the screen lit up his tired face. And Leo just kept crying. My baby was crying, and my husband was looking at a screen, deliberately not touching him. He was following a set of instructions from some stranger on the internet. He was letting our son cry it out. That's when it hit me. He wasn't just tired. He wasn't being cruel. He was practicing. He was practicing being a single parent. He was trying to learn a method because he won't have me there in the dark to whisper, "Just pick him up, honey. Let's just hold him." My voice is already gone from that room. This is the part nobody ever tells you. Parenthood is a team sport, but not because of the workload. It's because you are each other's instincts. When I would get frustrated, Mark would be calm. When he was unsure, I was confident. We were a balance. He wasn't ignoring our son. He was trying to find my replacement in an app. He was looking for a set of rules to replace the intuition that is about to vanish from his life forever. The real terror of leaving him isn't that he'll have to do all the feedings and diaper changes alone. It's that he will have to make every single decision without a second opinion. He'll have to trust a blog post over his own gut, because his gut will be screaming for a partner. He has to learn to parent from a manual, because the other half of the parenting team is gone. He's not just losing a wife, he's losing his co-pilot in the dark. I watched him on that monitor, finally giving in and scooping Leo up, holding him tight against his chest. And I saw the relief on his face, but also the defeat. He failed the test the internet gave him. But I realized that I'm the one leaving him in a world where he thinks he needs to pass a test. I'm leaving him alone, not just with a baby, but with all the doubt in the world, and no one to help him fight it. The memory that haunts me most isn't from my past. It's from his future. It's Christmas. Maybe 5 years from now. He's unwrapping a gift, and Mark is there, smiling, holding a camera. And in the background, there will be another woman. Maybe it's a new partner, a new wife. And she'll be smiling too. And she will be the one who helped Leo write his list for Santa. She will be the one he wakes up that morning. And I will be a photograph on the mantle that he doesn't look at. You think the greatest pain is being forgotten. It's not. It's being replaced. Not maliciously, not intentionally, but just by the steady, unstoppable march of life. The routines you build, the inside jokes you create, the comfort you provide. Someone else will provide them. Life has to go on, and it does so by paving over the holes you leave behind. Your absence isn't a crater. It's just empty space that gets filled. This is the real truth, the one that keeps me awake more than any pain. Your presence in your child's life is not a permanent fixture. It is a daily practice. It is actively maintained by every boring story you read, every scraped knee you kiss, every tantrum you endure. You are not building a monument. You are tending to a garden that will wither the second you stop showing up. Your love is not a fact. It is an action. Last week, a nurse came in. She was young, maybe 25, and she was complaining about her mother. She said, "My mom calls me every single day. Every day. It's so annoying." She laughed as she said it, adjusting my IV drip. I didn't say anything. I just nodded. But I wanted to grab her arm and tell her, one day that phone will stop ringing, and the silence it leaves will be the loudest sound you've ever heard. You don't just miss the person. You miss their annoying, beautiful, relentless presence. Because all those phone calls she finds so irritating, that's how her mother is still her mother. It's the tiny, daily, seemingly insignificant proof of presence. It's the transaction of love. You complain about the cost because you get the bill every day. I would drain my entire bank account, every last second I own, just to pay it one more time. You are annoyed by the evidence of a love that I will never get to give. I see it in Mark's eyes. He loves me, but he is already calculating the future. He has to. He is being practical. He is figuring out daycare and meal plans and how to manage a job with a baby. He is building the scaffolding for a life that does not include me. And every time he does, I can feel myself becoming more and more transparent. I'm already a ghost in my own life story. He is planning my absence, and I am the one who has to watch him do it. That's the final lesson, the one that burns the most. You aren't just creating memories for your child. You are fighting for your own relevance in their future. You are earning your place at their table, year after year, every time you choose your phone over their game or a meeting over their bedtime. You are making it just a little bit easier for life to replace you. You are volunteering to be the prologue instead of the main character. So please, for me, the next time you feel that exhaustion, that pull to just get through it, to wish the moment away, stop. Understand that you are not just tired. You are in the middle of the most important work of your life. You are holding your place. You are refusing to be replaced. You are making yourself unforgettable. One exhausting, beautiful, mundane moment at a time. I know what you might be thinking, that this is easy for me to say. I know that bills have to be paid, that careers don't build themselves. I'm not naive. I'm not telling you to quit your job and just stare at your child all day. That isn't reality. Providing for them is also an act of love. I understand that. The pressure to secure their future is real and it is powerful. It feels like the most important work you can do. And I know you get tired. I mean, deeply, bone-achingly tired. It's not just a casual complaint. It's a physical state of being. There are days you feel like you have absolutely nothing left to give, where just one more request feels like an impossible demand. Wanting a break, wanting just one night of uninterrupted sleep, doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you human. I'm not here to shame you. I'm just asking you to see the moment before it's gone. If I could go back, just for one day, I wouldn't do anything extraordinary. I wouldn't book a trip or throw a party. I would have let the emails pile up, unanswered. I would have let the laundry sit in the basket and the dishes stay in the sink. The world would not have stopped turning. My career would not have imploded. All that urgency I felt was a fiction I told myself. I would have turned off my phone. I would have played on the floor. I would have sung him one more off-key lullaby, even if he was already asleep. I would have held him for 10 extra minutes just to feel his weight in my arms. I would have memorized the pattern of the veins on his eyelids, but I can't go back. My only job now is to lie here and watch the numbers on a machine change. The monitor next to my bed shows me a life that is happening without me. It's a constant, silent broadcast of my own absence. That is my reality now. Just watching and waiting while the life I was supposed to be living goes on in a different room, in a different world. So please, I'm asking you, send this to someone. Send it to a parent who is struggling, who feels burnt out and exhausted. Don't send it to make them feel guilty. Send it to make them feel seen. Send it to remind them that the weight they are carrying is the entire point. It is the weight of a gift. I'm out of time, but you're not. Use it.